Okay, with this one we're going to be doing the grade cross block. We're going to start off with just a 2x1 really tall block. So that's going to go quickly with this one. We're going to start a sketch and have it on the front view right here. We're going to have rectangle. We're going to take a rectangle and we're going to make it 16 by 8. So 8 doesn't really matter which one you do, but 16 by 8. Finish sketch, extrude, and that's going to be extruded 10. We're going to hit OK. Start a sketch on the top of it. Put our 2 circles on the top of this. If you want to, you can draw your line in the center. But that's going to be 5 by 5. The other way of doing this is taking like a vertical constraint. You'll notice when I click on that, it gives me a vertical line straight down. Choose center point, and choose center point of the circle. Circle there, and those are all in line now. We can dimension. Whatever I clicked on was not the right thing. Outside there, top line, 4. Circle to circle is going to be 8. Finish sketch, extrude those 1.5. Start a sketch on the top of those. We're going to project geometry of both circles. That gives us our center point. Then we just grab our circle, go to the center. The size of the smaller holes are 3, and 3 again. Finish sketch, extrude, choose those smaller holes. We're cutting those, and we're cutting those down 1. Go ahead and shell it. So shell, flip it around, take the bottom off, 1.5. Hit OK. Now, what you'll want to do is rotate this. Yours might be rotated different, but you want to rotate it so that the circles are on the top. We're going to be looking at it straight this way. We're going to start a sketch on this flat surface. I'm going to grab a circle. I'm going to kind of go to the center, so I'm just going to go up here. I'm not going to click. I'm just going to go kind of straight down from that. And the size of this one I'm going to change from the drawing just a little bit so it better suits the red cross block. But we're going to do 5 millimeters for that one. And then we are going to dimension that from the bottom. So we go from the circle to the bottom line is 6.25. Make sure it's centered, so just here to here should be 8. It is. From there we're going to do the same thing we did with the red cross block, which is take a line, turn it into a construction line, draw it straight across. Draw it straight across this way. Go to offset, turn construction line off, click on the vertical line, move it one way to the right 1, to the left 1, move it vertically 1, and move it down 1. From there, what we're going to do is extrude. So finish sketch, extrude. I'm going to grab all of those little sections of the cross. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to go through all, and I'm going to hit OK. That basically gives me that little section right there. From there, we are going to fillet. So we're going to take fillet, and this will take a little bit because they're on 2 sides. We're going to take every corner here. Oh, it does grab both sides. That's kind of nice. Never used to do that. So I'm grabbing those fillets. We're going to make those as a radius of 0.5, not 5, 0.5. Hit OK. Now we want this to kind of go all the way through. So I'm going to, maybe I didn't do both sides. Flip this around. It did not. We have to do this side as well. So fillet, this side, this side, this side, and here. 0.5, hit OK. I'm going to rotate this. We're going to start a sketch again on this surface. We're going to project geometry of this whole entire side. And then we're going to offset. We're going to offset just this plus cross pattern right there. We're going to go out. We're going to go out 0.25. What that's going to do is give us the part to extrude to fill in this area. So finish sketch, rotate this, extrude. I'm going to choose in between those 2 right here. So that's the pattern that I get. I'm going to flip it. We're going to join. We don't want to cut, and we're only going to make it 8 millimeters because it's going to go from one side to the other. We hit OK. And all that does basically just fills this in so that it's not hollow on the sides of that one. So that takes care of that. We have a cylinder going through the center of this, so we are going to have to kind of play around with this one, but then we need to come back and cut some circles out. So to do the cylinder on the bottom, we're going to start a sketch on this surface right here. Take a circle, go to the center, and you can dimension it that way, or I'm just going to go right across here, find the green dot, go straight down. And the size of that is 3. We're going to dimension and make sure it is centered, so 4 by 8. We're going to finish sketch, we're going to extrude that, and we're going to use this one, which is called 2. I'm going to click here, and I want it to go all the way back to this flat surface back here. What that's doing is it's taking that rod and going all the way through this piece here. And we hit OK. Now the problem with that, now the rod is all the way here, we have this little section cut out. We could go 2 next, but I do want to show how we can rotate some of these things as well. So anyways, let me get this kind of situated so it looks kind of right. Since this came all the way through here, and that is extrusion 6, we actually can move these. So I can grab this and pull this one up above some of these other ones. Or it used to let me, I guess. It's not letting me do that for whatever reason today. Well, we'll just cheat and we'll do this a different way. Let's change this. So instead of doing the extrusion 2, let's just do 2 next, which is this one right here. And all that's doing is, if we look at it from this view, it's running it right up into this one right here, which is the next thing. If there is a hollow spot, which apparently there is not, it would let me cut this. I must not have this one. Well, since I changed the measurements on some of them, it didn't go quite to the right size. That would be why. Anyways, doesn't matter. We're just going to go 2 next. It should cut all the way up there, and then it leaves this hollow. Each side has a little indent with a circle, so we're going to start a sketch on this flat surface. I'm going to project geometry of just this top line. And what that gives me is a center dot. I take a circle, go here, make it 5, finish sketch, extrude, cut, and we're going to do 0.1. And all it's doing is giving us a little ridge right there on the inside, and we hit OK. We flip it around, do the exact same thing on this side. So start a sketch here, project, top line, grab a circle, 5, and you could just actually just click on that one if you really wanted to. Finish sketch, extrude, cut, OK. And then again, you can change this to be a gray gray. From there, we should be completely done with this one. Go ahead and save this then as your gray cross block.